What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the top 5 game breakers in Call of Duty. Now, of course, this list was very difficult to compile because it is very subjective out here in the Call of Duty community. So we tried to be as factual as possible, as objective as possible, and tried to compile the best list possible. So hopefully you guys will enjoy, and let's get into it. So starting us off here, as an honorable mention, we have the MP40. Now the reason why this weapon did not make the list was simply because of the giant debates surrounding it. A lot of people still feel it's balanced. Honestly, when you really look at it, dude, it kills in 2 bullets, has an extremely good range, tons of ammo, is deadly accurate, and works with practically any perk setup in the game. It was significantly better than any other gun, and therefore it really did break the game, making our honorable mention in this list. Kicking us off here at the number 5 spot today, we have the IEDs from Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, the reason why these were so bad was simply because of how impossible they were to avoid. Now, if you look at Claymores from previous Call of Duty games, or the Bouncing Betties from Black Ops 2, there was an easy counter to them. You walked into a room, you saw those red spikes, you knew, oh damn, there's a Claymore there, let me not walk into it. Or if you saw Bouncing Betty in BO2, you knew, oh crap, let's crouch so I won't take any damage from it. However, with an IED, once you walked into a room, you heard that sound, you knew you were dead instantly. There was no way to counter it. It could be on a ceiling, on the floor, in a corner, on the wall, and there was no way to easily identify it until you heard the sound and were already dead. So it was a very game-breaking feature that really did ruin COD Ghosts for a lot of people, making our number 5 spot today. Continuing at our number 4 spot today, we have the Modern Warfare 2 elevator glitches. Now, I know these were really big a few years ago. I don't know how many are still left in the game at the moment, but basically what you could do was get out of the map extremely easily, and once you do that, you had access to an entire new terrain that nobody else in the game did, making it extremely unbalanced, of course, ruining gunfights, and literally breaking every game you got into. Continuing our list here at the number 3 spot, we have the one-man army danger close new tube setups. Now, these things by themselves aren't too powerful, but once you put this combo together, it is deadly. Now, the only real reason why new tubes themselves don't have a real counter is since Blast Shield was so awful in this game, and equipping danger close just increased the range to miles. But adding one-man army into the game really did seal the deal, as it allowed someone to resupply their noob tubes infinitely, thus making the player have the ability to get a hand cannon without having to scavenge any ammo. It was super duper easy and really did ruin MW2 for a lot of people. As our runner-up spot for this week, we have the skill-based matchmaking from Advanced Warfare. Now, the reason why this is so bad was because it was more potent in this game than any other Call of Duty title. It connects people based on their skill, not just region alone. So when you really look at it, there is little to no skill involved. It's bad for pubs, and it's horrible for your connection. So with that being said, it's more than just, oh, you don't want to play people your own skill, you're bad. It's so much more than that, it really is, and it broke most of the games you'd get into because you weren't on an even playing field with anybody. It forced you to be competitive on a horrible connection. Now, finally, what you all have been waiting for, at our number 1 spot for our list today, we have the weapon variants from Advanced Warfare supply drops. Now, these things were absolutely horrendous, and they broke the game in every way. If you look in a dictionary and you search up pay to win, Advanced Warfare supply drops will be there, because they were obtained randomly. So when you have a game where it's very competitive and gunfights are key, why would you have certain guns in random supply drops that are extremely better than other weapons that are in the default class? It just doesn't make sense to me, and it's so random. I had 4 days worth of playtime on AW and got nothing remotely decent. Yet if you look at, let's say, another player who has 2 hours worth of playtime, they might be horrible at the game, yet somehow manage to get a really good variant, and they could destroy the enemy team with ease. It was a horrible idea, and just show what greedy bastards Activision really are.